This video is going to discuss the concept of one-handed ties, which I think are technically a little more difficult, but once they're mastered, it can be a little bit faster, and sometimes people think it looks better, but not always the most secure, and we'll talk about that. So instead of grabbing it with your back three fingers, like in a two-handed tie, you actually are going to grab this with your index finger and thumb. I tie most of the time with my right hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold these two up, and our middle finger and ring finger are going to go behind the right side of the suture and pretty much right into the middle of the loop. Then we're going to bring our left side over to make our loop. So it goes in between, we formed our loop. Now we use our middle finger to sweep over and to grab the same suture that we're holding with that hand and pull it through the loop. And in order to get it to lay flat, we're going to cross our fingers. Now you can see my index finger is already inside of the loop. So my finger is here. I'm going to bring it pretty much to the middle. We're going to bring our left side over top to make our loop. And again, we put a little tension on it, and our index finger sweeps up, grabs the same side, grabs the right-sided suture, and as it pulls down, we form a square knot. If I was going to do the other side, again, I've got it in my index finger and my thumb. The ring finger and middle finger come behind that left side, and we form a loop by bringing this over those fingers. And then our middle finger sweeps up and grabs, and here's what people have a hard time understanding, grabs the same side that that hand is holding and brings it down, and in order to get it to lay flat, we cross our left hand over. Now our index finger is already in the loop, so we lay it on top of the knot, bring our right hand over, and again, we're going to grab the same suture that it is holding. We're going to grab the left hand suture and pull it through. The problem with this one-handed tie, it's a pretty knot once you get used to it, but people like to be fast, and what they end up doing is they just keep throwing the same throw over and over again because the second half of the throw is more difficult. And this is not a square knot, and this is not as secure. It's a slip knot and will slide over time. So if you're going to do one-handed throws, you got to do both halves of the throw.